Tyler Martinez had always been an optimistic soul. Born and raised in Chicago, he came from humble beginnings, but he had big dreams of one day becoming a successful entrepreneur. He worked tirelessly at his small startup in the city, focusing on creating a mobile app designed to connect local businesses with potential customers. His passion and dedication had begun paying off as his app gained traction and recognition. At 28, Tyler's life seemed to be on the up and up, until one cold winter afternoon when everything changed. It started like any other day. Tyler had just finished a meeting with a potential investor and was walking to the subway to head home. It was 5 p.m. and the streets were crowded with commuters. The wind cut through the bustling city, and Tyler wrapped his jacket tighter as he hurried toward the entrance of the subway. He didn't notice Officer Michael Harris, an NYPD cop known for his aggressive and racially charged tactics, standing by the turnstiles. Officer Harris had been patrolling the area for years, his reputation marked by complaints and incidents of profiling. He had a deep-seated belief that people like Tyler didn't belong in certain parts of the city, especially not in places like Manhattan. Tyler, a young Hispanic man, fit Harris's prejudice profile. As Tyler made his way toward the turnstiles, Harris's eyes locked onto him, and he instantly decided to make him a target. Without any provocation, Harris approached Tyler and stopped him abruptly. "Where are you headed?" he asked, his voice laced with suspicion. Tyler, caught off guard, looked up and replied, "Just heading home from a meeting." But Harris wasn't having it. "You don't belong here," he muttered under his breath, loud enough for Tyler to hear. Tyler felt a chill run down his spine but stayed calm. "Excuse me, officer?" he asked, trying to maintain composure. "I'm just on my way home. I haven't done anything wrong." But Harris wasn't listening. Instead, he stepped closer and demanded Tyler's ID. "I'm not asking again. I want to see some identification," Harris growled. Tyler, confused and alarmed, reached into his bag to comply. As soon as he handed over his wallet, Harris grabbed it roughly and yanked it from his hand, causing it to fall to the ground. Tyler bent down to pick it up, but before he could stand, Harris shoved him hard against the wall. "Stay down, punk," Harris shouted. A woman passing by, Amy Jenkins, had witnessed the entire exchange and stopped in her tracks. She pulled out her phone and began recording the scene. "Hey, leave him alone!" she yelled, trying to intervene. Harris ignored her and slammed Tyler against the concrete again. "You're under arrest for obstruction," Harris barked as he twisted Tyler's arm and pulled out handcuffs. The bystanders began to protest, but Harris threatened to arrest anyone who interfered. Amy's video quickly made its way onto social media, and within minutes, it had gone viral. People from all over the world watched in disbelief as they saw a clear example of racial profiling and police brutality unfold in real time. Hashtags like #Justice for Tyler and #Racist Cop Instant Karma began trending. The video showed Tyler, a man who had done nothing wrong, being treated like a criminal simply because of the color of his skin. As the video spread across the internet, the outrage grew. Tyler's case became a flashpoint for a national conversation about police reform and racial profiling. Within hours, news outlets picked up the story. CNN, Fox News, and MSNBC aired segments, with pundits and activists demanding accountability for Officer Harris's actions. It didn't take long for karma to catch up with Officer Harris. Within a day, the video had gained millions of views, and the NYPD had no choice but to act. Harris was placed on administrative leave while an internal investigation was launched. But even more importantly, the public backlash was so intense that the NYPD was forced to release a statement condemning his actions and pledging to do better in addressing racial profiling. Tyler was released from custody with no charges. He felt humiliated, but there was also a sense of empowerment. His story wasn't just his own anymore. It had become a symbol for everyone who had ever been unjustly targeted. He gave a public statement, thanking those who supported him and vowing to continue fighting for justice. "I was targeted because of who I am, but I'm not going to stay silent. This isn't just my fight, it's all of ours," Tyler said, his voice steady and full of resolve. Months passed and Tyler's story continued to make waves. Civil rights groups, lawmakers, and activists rallied behind him. The movement to hold police officers accountable for their actions gained unprecedented momentum. Officer Harris was eventually fired from the force, and his name became synonymous with the very injustice he had perpetuated. But Tyler didn't stop there. He became a prominent ADV.